So let's talk a little bit about counting and why counting is important. You don't always have to just count by one. You can count by two, or you can count by some other level. You don't always have to count by one. And doing this is very important. It helps you with a lot of other parts of math when you get older. So let's say you had two horses over here and two right here and two right here. You don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can kind of skip. You can go 2, 4, and then skip by 2. So learning how to do this is very important. It'll give you a lot of fun, but it'll also help you later on with multiplication, and it'll help you get better and better with addition just in general. So it's really important to build your skills when it comes to addition, and it's important to really do a good job to try to push yourself to do even more and more and try to count higher numbers. So you can see here counting by 1. This worksheet could be available for you to download if you want, but you can see here counting by 1 and going all the way up to 112. So you should be able to try to count, and you can use this as a reference if you need to, and use this worksheet if you need to try to count higher and higher. Go above 100. Go as high as you can go if you're able to do that. And then test yourself. See if you can fill in the blanks so you know how to get exactly to 100, because it's going to help you so much more when you do math. And then not only that, let's go ahead and start doing 2. As I mentioned, you can go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You can count by 2s, and you can go all the way up to as high as you want. So this goes all the way to 48, and then it goes to 96. See if you can try it yourself. If you can fill in some of the blanks here and go as high as you can go and kind of fill in what you need to fill in here. So because perhaps maybe you go ahead and put in your 4 and your 6 and so forth as you kind of move forward doing this. So try to go as high as you can go as well as you start to count and fill in these numbers if you're able to. As I'm filling in 8 and then 10, then 12. See if you can fill this in on your own and see as high as you can go. And then as I look at this, we can take this all the way up to above 120. This goes all the way up to 128. So see if you can challenge yourself and get to 128 by counting by 2. See if you can do that. And then, once you do 2s, try the 5s. And 5s are easy. 5s are something you want to help you. It's going to help you when you do your multiplication tables later on. It's going to really help you. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You can go all the way up and try to go all the way up to 120 if you can, or beyond. Count by 5s. And what you're going to notice is when you're able to count by 5s and fill this in on your own, then you'll be able to transition to counting by 10. And when you count by 10, it becomes a lot easier, right? You just can go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You're just going up almost by 1, but you're going up by 10. And so you're great increasing it by 1, but really increasing it by 10. So it becomes really, really easy. So challenge yourself to kind of fill these out on your own and see if you can figure it out. And then you might, when you really want to give it a challenge, you might even try to go for counting by 20. And that would be something that will be a really feat. If you can figure out how to count by 20, it'll really help you. So go ahead and challenge yourself. Do these problems. Figure out on your own how you can count by 1, by 2, by 5, by 10, and maybe even by 20.